Hi everybody, I'm Coach Ali. This is Steph. Welcome to today's full body dumbbell summer body workout. Now today's workout is very specific to helping you guys get your summer body game on at home using dumbbells and simply training along with us.
Today's training method involves 30 seconds of isotonic repetitions followed by 30 seconds of isometric holding of your weights. Then we're going to take a 30-second rest break and then we're going to go back and do both sets again.
Adding that repeat set into your workout, guys, will go a long way towards giving you the focus training that you need to really get that summer body now. Be sure to add this workout to your playlist and come back to it regularly and watch it pay dividends. Now, for those of you training with us for the very first time, I want to say welcome to the channel and thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my experience with you today.
Coach Ali is a master fitness trainer with over 25 years of experience transforming bodies at the gym, including my own. So I'm sure you'll pick up lots of useful tips along the way today. If you haven't already, could you please consider hitting that subscribe button down below? Your support of the channel helps us bring you new workouts each week. We release a concise version of the workout of the week on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. and an amplified version of the workout on Thursdays, also at 10 p.m.
Really quickly, before we get started, guys, I just wanted to mention that we have another channel member Q&A segment coming up. So if you have any questions around fitness, nutrition, or even an injury that you might be carrying that you want to discuss, then be sure to hit me up with it and I'll address it in our next Q&A segment.
If you're interested in becoming an exclusive channel member and taking advantage of the extra services on offer, be sure to hit that blue join icon and let us take your transformation to the next level.
All right, that's enough talking from us, you guys. Let's get started with our full body dumbbell summer body workout. Let's do it now. All right, guys, let's start our summer body workout with dumbbells with a warm-up. So our first warm-up is some bench get-ups for only 45 seconds. Now you can see our feet are parallel at shoulder width. We're squatting and sitting down on that bench and then working our way up, making sure that we're not tilting our body forward. Now, if you're not using a bench today, you can simply do this as a goblet squat. Focus on taking this opportunity to warm your legs up. We're going to go through a couple of different warm-up exercises before we get into those isometric and isotonic supersets. Second warm-up exercise for your full body dumbbell workout today, you guys. You can see that we're working some good mornings. Now, your feet are at shoulder width. You're hinging with only a marginal bend of the knee. So this is not a squatting exercise, it's a hinging exercise. We want to make sure that we get that warm-up, particularly in the lower back, in the glutes, and in your hamstrings. You can see the dumbbell is pressed up against our chest and that our back is nice and neutral when we go into our hinges. This is your second warm-up exercise for your full body dumbbell workout. Your third warm-up for your summer body workout today is some halos. So what we want to make sure we do is get the rotation going in those shoulders. Make sure the upper body is warming up nice and well. You can see that we're rotating the dumbbell from one side to the other just around our head. You can also see that the rest of the body is staying nice and static. So there's particularly no forward push with the hips. I want you guys to watch for that. Just a nice mobility warm up for your shoulders for this one, guys. Again, 45 seconds only. Let's go. Final warm up before we start your dumbbell workout supersets, guys. We're going into some basic bench push-ups. Now you can see the incline in this exercise, so it's actually much easier than doing a push-up on the floor. If you don't have a bench and you're using the floor, you can do this one on your knees. Just make sure that you're getting good range of motion, so you can see we're getting nice and deep into those push-ups, and then push out nice and steady. We're still just in the process of warming up the body at this stage. Once we finish this set, we're going to really get into that summer body workout with our dumbbells. All right, let's get that V taper going for your summer body workout with dumbbells, guys. We're going to go into that bent over position. Make sure that your back is nice and neutral, and we're going to work some rows from this position. So you can see I'm starting with neutral hands and then pulling up with the elbows tucked in by our ribs. For the isometric component, we're going to go into the high position of your bent over row and we're going to maintain it. Again, really making sure that you're watching your back, keep it nice and neutral. There's no curvature at all, and you're staying nice and still for the 30 seconds. Okay, pull those arms up and let's go isometric now. Well-earned break, guys. 30 seconds, take it easy, sip on some water and just relax for 30 seconds. Okay, second set of your bent over rows. Let's go. Let's pull our hands up to our ribs for another isometric set. Continuing our dumbbell workout supersets with some bent over T-rows this time, guys. Go into that hinge, make sure that your back is nice and neutral. Make sure that you've got sturdy stance with a lot of power in your thighs. And we're gonna pull those rows up, making sure that we're hitting a straight line from elbow to elbow on this one. This one's working a lot higher up your back than a traditional row. So we have a big focus in the back of the shoulders and in your rhomboids as well. For the isometric exercise, let's hold the top of the T-row. Now this is going to be really difficult, you guys. Very important not to curve your back as you start to tire in this set. Okay, let's pick those elbows up and go into the isometric hold. Good job, you guys. We're progressing through our full body dumbbell workout nicely. Make sure that you're taking a moment to have a rest, stretch out, and maybe even have some water. Okay, let's start our second set of the bent over T-rows. All right, come on you guys, let's hold it up. Let's go isometric for the last time for this exercise. Continuing our full body dumbbell workout with some seated shoulder presses. Now you can see we're dropping those elbows nice and wide and then pushing up and touching the dumbbells together. It's a vertical movement and we're making sure that our back is remaining nice and neutral the whole time. Make sure you've got ample support on your legs, so stay nice and heavy on your feet for this one. For the isometric exercise, we're going to go straight line from elbow to elbow and we'll hold that position for the 30 seconds. Control your breathing and make sure that you're protecting your back throughout. All right, into those football post arms for the isometric shoulder press. All right, second set of shoulder presses now, guys. Let's go. Isometric shoulder press one more time. Seated upright row with a neutral grip for this one, guys. So you can see that our hands are in a neutral position, and when we're lifting the elbows, they're just rolling up our ribs. You want to make sure your elbows are tucked in by your side. And as you lift both with your shoulders and your elbows. So let's get maximum contraction in your traps. For the isometric hold, let's go to the top of the upright row and hold our position. Now make sure you're not cheating and touching your body with those dumbbells. Make sure you're at least an inch away. All right, pick up those dumbbells and let's go to the top of the movement for your isometric hold. All right, everybody, that's enough rest. Let's go into the second set. Isometric one more time, again holding those elbows and shoulders up. Feel the contraction in your traps. For this dumbbell workout superset, we're working our wide chest presses. So you can see that when I drop down into the chest press, I'm creating a straight line from elbow to elbow and then really squeezing and meeting those dumbbells right at the top. You want to make sure that you've got ample control both on the way up and the way down. For the isometric component of this superset, we're just going to hold the low position. Now, if you're doing this on the floor, guys, just make sure that your elbows are not touching the floor. Let's finish a set, have a quick rest, and then get that second set in. drop into your isometric hold now. Let's have a quick 30-second rest before repeating the exercise. Alright, start that second set now. Isometric hold one more time. All right, let's continue our summer body workout, guys, with some bench push-ups. Now, you can see that we're doing this on the bench and on our knees. You could do this on the floor if you prefer, either on your knees or on your feet, depending on what you're comfortable with. You can see our elbows are tucked in, so it's gonna really have a triceps focus, and it's gonna force you to squeeze the center of your chest as well. For the isometric component, you can see we're holding about midway down and staying nice and still for the duration of the isometric sets. Alright, drop into your isometric hold now. It's going to be really hard to hold that position and not drop any further down, but I want you guys to have a good crack at it. Have a quick rest. I know this was a killer, but we're going to go through it one more time. Second set of repetitions starts now. Let's go. Isometric hold one last time, guys. Continue our full body dumbbell workout with some close grip chest presses for this one, guys. Now you can see that our elbows are tucked in by our side as we drop down, and the dumbbells are pressing into each other and pushing up vertically. This is going to really emphasize your triceps and the center of your chest, and it's a fantastic addition to your summer body workout. For the isometric component, we're just going to go right to the top and hold that position. You're going to feel those triceps really burning up, but I want you to stay as still as you can for the duration of the 30 seconds. Of course, you can do this exercise on the floor as well. All right, now let's go into your isometric hold. Have a quick rest, guys. Let's recover for a little bit. Have a sip of water if you've got one with you. And then we'll start our second set just shortly. Second set of isotonic repetitions. Let's go. All right, let's go into that isometric exercise and hold still for another 30 seconds. Dumbbell chest flies for this workout superset, guys. You can see limited movement on the chest fly, guys. We never go past a straight line because we don't want to do any damage to the anterior shoulders, particularly the rotator cuff. Make sure your repetitions are nice and steady. For the isometric hold, we're going halfway. So each arm should be at 45 degrees, and you can see it's a soft, straight hold at the elbows. So you should be feeling this in your biceps and in your chest as well. All right, let's drop halfway and go into that isometric hold now. Quick 30 seconds break, guys. We're going to start the second set just shortly. right, set 2 chest flies, guys. Let's do it. Let's go arms at 45 degrees vertical and hold your isometric set now. For this dumbbell workout superset, guys, we're working a sumo squat and then also lifting up into a calves raise from that position. You can see that our feet are at 45 degrees and that the legs are nice and wide. You can also see that we're holding a vertical upper body on this one. And then we go into our isometric hold. Now, we're on the ball of the foot for this isometric hold, so this is going to challenge your stabilizers a little bit. It's a matter of dropping low into that sumo squat and then just holding your position. Make sure you're not leaning forward as you do this. Now let's go into our isometric hold. All right, let's take a 30-second rest break now. Second set of your isotonic repetitions. Let's go. Your final isometric hold for this exercise, guys. Let's do it. This dumbbell workout superset is made up of Romanian deadlifts and a squat. So you can see there's a nice hinge in that Romanian deadlift. There is not much movement as far as the knees are concerned, guys. It's not a squat. They're two separate exercises, so we've got to make sure that we separate them out. Then with a nice neutral spine, we're going to go into that isometric hold of the Romanian deadlift in the low position. This is going to test your glutes. It's going to test your back. And you may be inclined to curve your back on this one, but I want you guys to make sure you don't do that. I want you to push your butt out and make sure that your back remains straight throughout your isometric set. Now let's go into the isometric component of this superset. All right, let's take a 30-second rest break now. Second set of your isotonic repetitions. Let's go. Let's go into the isometric component of the superset one more time. Alright, this may be the hardest superset in your summer body workout with dumbbells today, guys. We're going to work some Bulgarian split squats for a full set. Now, you're looking to try to keep your front shin bone as vertical as you can. So we don't want too much swing on that. We definitely don't want it surpassing your toes. And then after 30 seconds, we're going to go into the isometric hold in that nice low position. This is going to really burn your thighs, guys. So do the best you can holding that low split squat position. Let's drop it down and hold that isometric split squat now. Okay, take a well-earned rest at this point, guys. Now let's switch legs and do your split squat on the other side. Now I know it's hurting, guys, it's hurting us as well. Let's go into that isometric hold now. try to make your finish a little bit more graceful than Steph's ending. This is a great dumbbell workout superset, guys. You can see it's a seated calves raise, and we're actually using one of our dumbbells as a little bit of leverage as a platform underneath the ball of our feet. This is going to give you more range of movement. So it's a matter of stretching all the way down and then lifting all the way up until you've got perfect tension in your calves and your soleus. For the isometric component, we're going to hold that high position, and you can see the weight is sitting on top of our knees. Now you can amplify the weight by adding a little bit of body weight, pushing with your hands as well. All right, let's go into the isometric component of this exercise, guys. Now have a quick rest. This one was relatively easy. Exercises coming up are going to be much harder. Second set of your isotonic repetitions. Let's go. Let's hold isometric one more time. This dumbbell workout superset starts with a seated leg extension. Now you can see the weight is on top of our thighs close to our knees, and then when we're doing the leg extension, we're flexing our heels so that your toes are pointing back towards you. Make sure you release with nice control and try to keep your knees aligned with each other, so we don't want any movement up and down as far as the knee is concerned. This is going to really work your quadriceps, but it's working your hips as well, trying to maintain your position. All right, let's go into the isometric component of this exercise, guys. second set of your isotonic repetitions. Let's go. Let's hold isometric one more time. Alright, it's not a summer body workout unless we get inside of those legs, guys. So let's do some dumbbell side squats towards one side to begin with. So legs are nice and wide. You can see our feet are parallel. You can see our upper body is staying nice and upright. Try to get nice and deep into those repetitions if you can. And then for the isometric hold, we're just going to hold the low position on one side for one set. And then when we come around and do the other leg, we'll do exactly the same thing on the other side as well. Your turn to try this superset. Right, now let's hold isometric. Have a quick rest and we'll go to the other side just shortly. Alright guys, start your repetitions on the other side. Let's drop down into your isometric holds now. Dumbbell weighted fire hydrant for this exercise, guys. You can see we're using the bench for support, but if you're doing this on the floor, you can always do it from 4 points position on your hands and on your knees. Make sure you've got nice rangy movement and make sure your lateral repetitions are nice and steady. Control the way in and control the way out as well. For the isometric component, we're just gonna hold the high fire hydrant as well as you can without twisting your body. Now, this is gonna be really, really tough on your outer glutes, guys, but do the best you can with it. Right, now let's hold isometric.
Bring the baseline back around again.
Have a quick rest and we'll go to the other side just shortly. Alright guys, start your repetitions on the other side. Let's hold isometric one more time. Dumbbell weighted side leg raise to continue your summer body workout, guys. Now we're lying on the bench. If you're more comfortable lying on the floor, then you can do that as well. The main thing to note is that our ankle is leading the movement, so our toes are not popping up on this one. And then make sure that your dynamic knee remains nice and straight as well. For your isometric hold, we're going to just try and hold the high position. This is weighted, so it's going to be really difficult to hold high, so just do the best you can with it. Right, now let's hold isometric. Have a quick rest and we'll go to the other side just shortly. Alright guys, start your repetitions on the other side. Let's hold isometric one more time. dumbbell weighted donkey kicks for this exercise. Guys, you can see we're using the bench for support, but if you don't have a bench with you today, just do it from 4 points position on the floor with both your hands and knees starting grounded, and then work through your donkey kicks with as much range as you've got. For the isometric hold, we're going to get into the high position of that donkey kick, and we're going to hold it for as long as we can. Now, it's very important to try to keep your back nice and neutral when you do this, and emphasize squeezing your glutes and your erectors. I want to try and get a straight line from your shoulder to your knee if we can. Right, now let's hold isometric. Have a quick rest and we'll go to the other side just shortly. Alright guys, start your repetitions on the other side. Let's hold isometric one more time. Crucifix hips raise for this exercise, guys. Now, if you're doing it on the floor, you can do it as a glutes bridge, but if you have a bench or elevated surface, I want you guys to do it the way we're doing it, with your knees nice and straight and your toes pointing up. I want you to elevate until you have a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your ankle, so that you're getting that perfect flexion both in the glutes and in your erectors as well. You can see that we've got a little pause at the top of this, and that the way down is nice and controlled. For your isometric movement, we're just going to hold the top of the exercise and just hold it for the 30 seconds duration of the isometric set. All right, let's go into the isometric component of this exercise, guys. Second set of your isotonic repetitions. Let's go. Let's hold isometric one more time. Dumbbell weighted glutes bridge for this one, guys. Now you'll see we're doing this a little bit different as far as the exercise is concerned. We're doing the glutes bridge on the bench. And then when we're going into our isometric hold, we're using the dumbbell to give us some elevation. This is basically the perfect position to maximize the contraction in your glutes, hamstrings, and your erectors. But another option is always to just do it on the floor. Let's get you guys to have a go at this one. All right, let's go into the isometric component of this exercise, guys. Second set of your isotonic repetitions. Let's go. Let's hold isometric one more time. Continuing your full body dumbbell workout with some dumbbell skull crushers. So you can see we're lying on the bench. You can lie on the floor as well if you prefer, but the main thing is to make sure that your arms are nice and parallel and it's neutral hands. And when the dumbbell drops down, it comes to your ears. You want to make sure you create a 90-degree angle with your elbows and then push back into those straight lines. For the isometric exercise, we're going to drop down until both of our forearms are horizontal, and we're going to hold that position for the 30 seconds duration. let's square those elbows and go into the isometric hold now. Great work so far, guys. 30 seconds break. Second set of your dumbbell skull crushers now. One more isometric hold before we rest. Let's continue our dumbbell workout supersets with some dumbbell triceps kickback. Now you can see we're starting in that bent over position with a nice hinge and neutral spine. Our elbows are tucked in by our side and we're pushing out those tricep kickbacks. Both hands are working together for this one. For your isometric hold, let's go to the top of this position with your arms soft straight and let's maintain it for the 30 seconds. You want to try and prevent your elbow from dropping during your isometric set. Okay, take a deep breath and let's go isometric with it. Second set of your dumbbell triceps kickback. I know it's tough, guys, but let's go isometric one more time. 30 seconds only. Let's go. Now your summer body workout with dumbbells must include some biceps curls, guys. So let's do this from a seated position. You can see both arms are working simultaneously. We're starting down the bottom with neutral hands and then making sure the elbows do not move. When you come to the top, we're supinating our hands. So you've got to make sure that you get that 90-degree turn to get to that inside head of your biceps. For your isometric exercise, we'll go 3/4 of the way up and we'll hold that position. Again, squeezing those elbows in and making sure there's no movement whatsoever. Very important not to go back and forth with your torso. All right, let's go isometric now. This one's gonna really burn those biceps, guys. This is what's gonna get that summer body going for you guys. All right, a well-earned rest after this one, guys. 30 seconds, get a little bit of stretching in if you can, and we'll go again just shortly. Second set of your dumbbell biceps curls. Let's go. All right, one more time isometric, 3/4 of the way up, guys. Seated biceps hammer curl for this one. We're sitting with our back nice and straight, nice and sturdy legs, and then bringing up those hammer curls with your elbows static. Now you can see the hands are remaining nice and neutral. So there's no twist at the wrists at all. For your isometric hold, we're just gonna hold the top of the hammer curl and really feel the lateral biceps. This one's gonna be a burner. All right, isometric hammer hold, guys. Let's do it now. Second set of your bicep hammer curl. Let's go. Isometric hold one last time. It's hurting us too, guys. We're feeling the burn just as much as you guys. Let's all do it together. Seated L lateral raises for this one. This one's fantastic for creating particularly definition in the lateral delts, the outside where you can actually really see those shoulders. And it's going to be a fantastic addition to your summer body workout. You can see we're bringing those elbows down all the way until it's touching our ribs, and then we're going up until we have a straight line from elbow to elbow. Now make sure that bend at the elbows remains at 90 degrees the whole time. For the isometric exercise, we're going to go to the top and we're just going to hold our position there. Let's have a go at it now. Okay, pick those elbows up and let's go isometric. Ooh, those shoulders will be burning. Let's have a quick rest now, guys. Second set of your delts raises, everybody. Let's do it. Pick those elbows up and let's go isometric one more time. Alright, an interesting addition to your dumbbell workout supersets, guys. We're going to work some reverse pullovers for this one. So you can see our arms are starting parallel, nice and straight and vertical. And then we're bringing it down into that horizontal position. So that's where you're getting all that tension in your biceps, in your chest. Try to make sure that your lower back is pinned against your bench or pinned against the floor if you're doing it down there. For the isometric hold, we're going to go into the horizontal arm position. You can see our elbows are soft straight and we're holding that position for 30 seconds. go into those isometric reverse pullovers now. Well done, you guys. Time for a quick 30-second break. All right, starting our second set now, guys. Go. Final isometric leg of this set. Let's go. Dumbbell reverse hammer flies, guys. Now you're gonna go light dumbbells for this superset. As you pull up, make sure that your arms remain soft straight. So it's not a T-row, it's a fly. You want your arms to get into that crucifix position while maintaining a neutral spine. Make sure you remain nice and heavy on your legs, so use your thigh strength to help you out in this exercise. I want nice, steady returns, and then let's go into the isometric hold in that crucifix position with the arms. This is going to be absolutely one of the hardest exercises you'll do today. Alright, let's muster up the energy to go isometric with this one. Let's go. Let's start our second set of our dumbbell reverse hammer flies. Okay, let's go isometric one more time. Again, making sure that you're protecting your back throughout this one. supine abs tuck for this one. Now you can do this on the floor or you can do it on the bench. Do it wherever you're comfortable with this one. Make sure that you're extending all the way out with pointy toes. Make sure that you've lifted your head and shoulder blades off the floor in order to protect your lower back. There should be no curvature, so there should be no gap between your back and the floor. For the isometric hold, we're going to go into the extended position and we're simply just going to hold it there. Keep that nice contraction in your abs and in your hips as well for the duration of the set. All right, let's go into the isometric component of this exercise, guys. All right, guys, let's get into the second set of our supine abs tucks now. Okay, now let's extend our legs for one last isometric set of this one. An excellent addition to your dumbbell workout supersets, guys. Let's start with some weighted abs crunches. So you can see our lower back is pinned against the floor, and when we're lifting, the shoulder blades and head's coming up, and it's an upward vertical motion as far as the dumbbell is concerned. For your isometric exercise, we're going to go into a weighted roadkill. So again, your legs are up, your knees are nice and straight, your shoulder blades and your head's up, and we're getting that full contraction in your abs and in your hips as well. Okay, let's go isometric and hold on to our roadkill. second set of your weighted abs crunch. Let's do it now. Roadkill for your isometric exercise one last time.
Well done for finishing your full body dumbbell summer body workout. If you enjoyed the workout, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you don't miss the new workouts each week.
Very important, you guys. If you're looking to burn body fat and get lean as part of your new summer body, then be sure to continue to our secret to burning body fat video right now. You'll see a link of it at the end of this video. Now, you guys need to get into it right now while your body is perfectly primed for burning body fat, which is always immediately after your strength training. On the other hand, if you're finished working out for today, we recommend moving on to our post-workout stretching and cool down routine with our in-house physio Daphne. This is also linked at the end of this video, so be sure to check it out, guys. As always, we want to thank you for training with us, and we look forward to bringing you another full body dumbbell summer body workout in just a few days' time. Take care of yourselves and each other.